I've been reporting on the Buffalo Bills fanfare since their very first home game this season. And since the Bills will play at home again on Sunday, I thought now would be a good time to share a favorite story that I did about them. Through Facebook, I learned of Amanda, an Amsterdam woman who was unexpectedly initiated into a Bills fantasy football group. That took her on a surprise trip to Buffalo. Of course, I had to tell this woman's story, so I Facebook messaged her. By then she had returned to Amsterdam, but graciously started a conversation with me at 2 a.m. her time. Amanda was just absolutely delightful. She introduced me to her fan group, and we set up interviews with them at a tailgating party the next day. It was such a fun experience that if I'm ever not working during a Bills home game, I know where I'll be, supporting my team with that fantasy football group. Here are clips from my story.
These members of the Bills Mafia are the reason why a woman from Amsterdam is now a lifelong fan of the Bills.
NKG! NKG!
NKG. That's what these Bills fans call Amanda Perino, who connected with them after a serendipitous twist of events. I spoke with Perino, now home in Amsterdam, through Facebook Messenger to learn how a trip to the States for work in September and a U.S. SIM card led to becoming adopted into the Bills Mafia.
And within about 10 minutes of putting the SIM card in, my phone just started pinging and pinging and pinging with all these text messages. And I was like, what is happening?
Perino happened to have chosen a number that formerly belonged to a member of a Buffalo Bills fan group. She was drawn into a fantasy football group chat.
I tried to ignore it, but then I sent him a message and I said, hey, you can leave me out of this chat because it's my new number. I think I took a number from your friend. I'm sorry. Leave me out of it. And right away they were like, we're not going to do that.
Sucked into the Bills Mafia chat, you're going to be in there for the rest of the life unless you change your phone number.
Perino's new number had previously been Glowacki's. Since his nickname in the chat is KG, Perino's became NKG, standing for New KG.
So the chat continued and continued and continued. And eventually I just had to take part because it was too funny.
Over time, Perino found herself looking forward to this world of football, Bills, food, and guy talk. But the all-men group never realized that Perino was a she.
I didn't even know she was a girl for a long time.
They just assumed I was a guy. They were talking sports and I was taking part in it.
This all led to the newcomer being invited to come to the tailgate and a game.
And I just thought to myself, that would be so funny if I showed up and showed them who I actually am. And I've never been to a tailgate before. I've never been to a football game. I've never been to Buffalo.
But that all changed when the Bills played Miami. Perino had to be in New York City for work, so she decided to make the trip to Buffalo and surprise the fans. Still not revealing her identity until she arrived wearing a shirt that read NKG.
Their jaws dropped.
And I thought to myself, this person traveled all the way from Amsterdam to party with us. It's like a secret window to a bro chat that she was just so captivated by that she had to stay there. I think it's pretty cool.
Now back in Amsterdam, Perino says that this experience isn't just about football. It's about friendship. She will not only stay a Bills fan, she now has lifelong friends in Western New York. Katherine Chloe Cahoon, Spectrum News.